ekwe. Liverpool without Sadio Mane, Liverpool with Mohamed Salah this season in the Premier League. Mohamed Salah actually just 2 goals and the Liverpool team no, and they're very very impressive. 8 matches, 2 goals, very unusual of Liverpool. Any brand here friends say Mohamed Salah and on a promise na babontin say ono there and sama obia kaya no and sama obia kaya no eno ena ojiri say abemu no because na nkofo eka say oh ena Sadio Mane kwa Mohamed Salah ho any sansense bi nyina o say dey as Liverpool kra no sa sika no mo spend ye kofa down no na se ba no as eya akoba se mfaso bi amaso and Christian me jiri say ensemo yehu akai at the time na Sadio Mane ne move na eminent no na ye ka but as la Liverpool funi bi ejiri say oh so goals dodo na no Mohamed Salah na ehye na Salah inkoi Mane na eko na Diego Jota ni Luis Diaz mbetima ya adwuma no with the inclusion of Darwin Núñez but then Paul Merson say as a Darwin Núñez the kra no ekwa say e kabi na Liverpool for abo
well so the Liverpool form ni nko an ekwa akose the absence of Sadio Mane and the one who me no nya adwen the reason is very simple Yemfa ni senka Sadio Mane wo honom ena the ball na Trent Arnold airborne ball na Van Dijk airborne emfinfin na omuntimi impress no we sure senka results betimi asesa the indications are not the same the parameters are not the same Liverpool as a team in general ni nyina no a drop it
na
especially the one cry Van Dijk because this season why prone to several mistakes are Van Dijk here no and yet the Van Dijk that we know Trent Arnold say Liverpool be Champions League ya omo nanse ebu omo baso omo first league title for the first time in 30 years not Trent is very key but nanse me sure say will be on the Liverpool ebo game bia Liverpool weakness to exploiter omo fa Trent honum Ibrahim Konate ko praye no Liverpool center back partnership no e kwai da musa dey no kre say omo form no in fact 7 games into the Premier League Liverpool winning just 2 pay Bandy the problem was chire honum because animu honum no omo last game was against Brighton omo say Liverpool say 3 so to be say 3 a na chesen ka attack ne de adwuma kase na nkomaye but their inability to hold on and defend so well has been their problem and over the years Tamana Salah de Sadio Mane no elbow attack e ma Liverpool no enfone ne jam finfin Jordan Henderson Fabinho ene Abrante Fen Thiago Alcantara no ene bom finfin oh how inconsistent Liverpool finfin na ye se Fabinho anko offer na Jordan Henderson e call off so Sam Medford na ne kura Liverpool team no and I metie one manager no or man the difference between Liverpool and Man City no and very simple was it Man City will destroy you with possessive football but Liverpool will destroy you with air pressing and then Liverpool ye pa they say omo ni sa possess on team Man City must have possessive football no but athleticism 90 minutes no only Liverpool mo emobo ni wie no over 2 medium athleticism pressing and a moment that successful no and so pressing is athleticism na Liverpool almost strongest hold no they've lost it they are not pressing Medford ni inconsistent defensively omo awful and me sure say Sadio Mane worma e bia ko betima make a bit of a difference but even that so more improve on finfi honum na defensively Van Dijk any trend improve more as we know them one Nenya sure say any other individual bia will change their situation. Obi antimi change situation in famomo. Da bia yeka. In fact, obi anim say trend ni weakness no obi anim. But over the years, enya fe na trend ebobo say you. Da bia sa na trend debo. Offensively or amazing, but defensively or you weak. So in the past, they na Liverpool yema emano abra okọ. No just as spaces no na chia. They na no mo yema no. Fabinho jidan finfin. Almost central midfield no Fabinho jidan finfin na Jordan Henderson egyina the right side of the three midfielders na eboma Liverpool no it is a trend the copper not Jordan Henderson na ono the right side of the middle three no I push it to the right side to cover that spaces for him and oko but obienu cover some spaces no for him. That is why he's been as a man for exposing his ano and the first time and I've listened to Jurgen Klopp was a star now bono on the instructed ball is almost he instructed himself almost very high up the pitch, but it is your fullback. The major responsibility of a fullback is to defend. But if your major instruction to a fullback is say on you more attacking than defending there, then okwa na sa space now. In fact, enya no kreda. Say ni pabeti mini ball at travel the same time. So sometimes I see people complaining say ni recovery. Now okwa attack no. Now one long ball Andy. We dey find so akwa attack. Now the position at the ball no. No about one long ball ekwa. A better no timini any ball no as about the same pack, the same time I recover. On Timmy, the ball will always travel faster than the man. So in that situation, say trend the call. Nasa spaces now with that one in the past they were covering those spaces for trend. And now they are not doing it. They are not doing it. Sometimes in the past, who said Van Dijk, in fact, yes, maybe Kwamuka is the best defender the Premier League has ever seen. By name say tackler na Vidic nemanya Vidic no bako nemanya Vidic no ma ebe close you on oba tackle na wi na ne hwena bu ba no defending the team John Terry ebe sa tackle no and then you don't see Van Dijk doing that tackle if you game be na ebe show mo I think say in the champion
Napoli game
na ni say gu na chi say player na nya space. What I say, space in the hole. Who are the distance to cover the space to press him down?
No, I know Manchester United.
Yes,
they are signed to ball.
That is a good
James Milner slide. They are not in a
after they go, James Milner. Yes, what's it? This is your job. And so James Milner cried delay player. So the player, Ubeba closing down on the player, and the way we are vulnerable defensively. No, of course, we team now. Sadio Mane now Lucina. Eddie Abemeseno. But I am not sure. Say the rate at which they are playing, no. Sadio Mane on more can make much of a difference. A whole setup, and I break it down, and they need to fix it.
Now on Trent Asemna and Gary Neville didn't know to Gary Neville needs some about Abrante Fresh. If he can just work on those basic things, we'll probably have the best right back the world has ever produced. Basic things not any defending.
Yes.
And now okay say Otis and Kofu can recovery. There board be travel faster than the man.
Yes, or you're more offensive.
But here is the situation. I want some say coach is on an instructive player no to play the way he's
so playing. It is the coach's responsibility to say why must I instruction to the player there. Then obviously spaces will be left behind. Now I make sure a money Brighton game no. I'm both 3-3 no. Almost all three balls na say Liverpool they were using only spacing. Sometimes we create overload 2v1. No more enough film. Na bona to the cross na ba. But some years 2v1 no. Na the cross and the crab bar. Center back mienu na gina no should be able to deal with that cross na ba no. Van Dijk third goal na Trossard share. Efa no Sulia o. Cross ni ba no. Na fa Van Dijk Surya na Trossard e wo hono no bobo ne dia to atenum 8 years one who say obi no betima 100% efficient in the game. In fact the best players crowd no weakness and then one able need the Premier League no Erling Haaland me boa but onye player we involved in the play onye player betima press amount onye player betima defend amount eno ni weakness. And then Man City here the boano. Man City bought to suit or no strength.
I'm making sure
no cover the weakness. No cover the weakness, no. That is what you have to do for Trent. You identify the strength. Now we're utilizing the strength, you know. Now the weakness, you know. You try to cover the weaknesses of the player for him. And so far, the weaknesses on team defending so well. They are not covering and they're exposing the player. On your bad player, and your first time born in you. Sa no born in the past. But in the past, they were covering the spaces for him. I didn't know Munye I don't know Munye.
Yeah, right. Now, young Arsenal, so Jimmy Carragher say, "Oh no, dear, Arsenal team is say any more Arsenal for bono. On for credit in Mobia, just 2 players. Now 2 players, no say a brand here friend say Gabriel Jesus. And number 2, William Saliba. On not there, Liverpool and Arsenal born or more born this season, the one no. So 2 players we and I mean other Kana Obeka Zinchenko inclusion in the team.
Yeah.
And I wish to make the rejuvenation of Granit Xhaka. But on the city Arsenal born or more born. So 2 players we. Gabriel Jesus. Anymore. William Saliba.
On the football, there are 2 basic principles. Number 1, and the first principle is if you don't concede, you don't lose. So what you say? Football before so be lose, you know. Not just what concede. And you know, I think say William Saliba, eba back to Arsenal. No, adia ya Arsenal ne say or the stability aba Arsenal chilo honum. So the first principle, Alex Ferguson will tell you say the best way to win titles, a defense and a win with titles. Attack will win you games, but the defense will win you titles.
Yeah.
So the first thing Arsenal, me sure say Abu season we. And it's Omaye very stable at the back. Now, only say in the past, now Ben White the neighbor centre back who. Now Ben White ni Gabriel Mega Highs me boa.
Yeah.
And Tomiyasu and the neighbor right back. But a brand friend William Saliba ball now all bono. Ben White want to know. Tomiyasu want to know. But Osha ball now all bona. Untimi nyini free centre back wo emfa Ben White me ho. It's Ben White aka 2 hono mo. And Tomiyasu Ade, I go back to the bench. 18 me sure say no cre. 2 players are a stability about team nimupa. Number 1, Chirodum, na Chirodum no ba na wo bo hwan.
William Saliba.
And I nim one nso no. To win games, you need to score goals. One side you're not winning games. And in a brand friend Gabriel Jesus no, Arsenal our what we call the game changer. On say some of the goals now no any assist no dey no sometimes it come out of nothing in difficult games them say the opposition am I evenly match who here play be obetima conjure magic create something out of nothing, and that is why Branch friend Gabriel Jesus and Arsenal. But beyond these 2 players, I think say a whole team performance, every single player is putting up his best. Team can these 2 players that mentioned Branch friend Granit Xhaka. Of course, told you justice to Granit Xhaka Krana, Arsenal player of the month, Ekoma Granit Xhaka. Yeah. So if you believe in Gabriel Jesus, if you believe in Abrantia, your friend William Saliba there, then you cannot forget player of the month, your friend Granit Xhaka. Again, Thomas Partey are very influential for Arsenal so far. So Arsenal set up and of course their captain,
Martin Odegaard,
and Martinelli. These are players who they compare last season massive improvement as our players no at Arsenal. And of course, say they use Arsenal baller. You see mentality, you see attitude. In the past, now certain teams could easily bully Arsenal. For instance, last season, Arsenal first game was against Brentford. Yeah. They lost 2-0. Forget about the results. Arsenal were bullied. But the same Brentford now, a bully Arsenal, I said 2-0 last season, Arsenal said 3-0 this season. Yeah. This year May, I think 5th May 2022, Tottenham Hotspur Arsenal 3-0. 4 months later, the same team that Arsenal 4-0 5 months ago, no, now Arsenal 3-1. Say just about 2 players. I'm not sure. Say this rejuvenated. I think say every single player Biana on the pitch, and has a winning mentality, and if I credit my coach, coach that sense of belief, so he can do it. It can end on system. I think say it is working for all of them. It in the past, the starting season, I'm for Arsenal. So Mampamrika, but born Arsenal airborne if they are to remain consistent. BBNC. Arsenal twice could say especially when Liverpool are consistent almost 30 season 2 games pen Liverpool winning after the first 7 games. Chelsea near consistent was a Chelsea for supporters and team know that match. Yeah. So far team are winning hopa. Say BBNC no consistent party obetima challenge Man City and Liverpool because Liverpool are very terrible so far. Maybe by Arsenal. But Arsenal next 2 games now Arsenal born. About me the show of their character. I think some more Tottenham Hotspur we are they are playing at City and that's one of the big teams. That's what when they who say Arsenal are really ready for the Premier League. But so far, what they've done there, I think it's very, very, very unfair to limit Arsenal achievement so far in the Premier League, to just two players per. All the other players, are putting in massive effort. That is why they are where they are now.
Now, I don't know, now you crack about Nottingham Forest and Omunium Koso with Omu coach Steve Cooper say a best second and I say second. And then Nottingham Forest owner friends Evangelos Marinakis opinion in one chef Fitana or unsa benkum so no. Now Osemon team no for a crisis meeting. Crisis meeting no coach Steve Cooper now ono available. Na club no omo chief executive officer opinion so baby any omo recruitment team no offer omo enyina na reporter na eba asat this time near studios and it said no decision so far to sack coach Steve Cooper, but there ne sack any eminent even than the coach no the head of recruitment Openina Olidima on spending 150 million pounds
yes
on 22 players,
one of the highest spenders in the Premier Premier League in Europe so open the top 10 spenders na Nottingham Forest count and the say Nottingham Forest echo relegation and they stayed in relegation for close to 23 years and omko relegation. In fact, Nottingham Forest a very big team in European football. See, teams are adding Champions League from England. Nottingham Forest are one of them. I think they won 2 Champions League titles, or more Champions League titles than even Man City. So, more very, very rich history. But so far, how much did they invest? 150 million.
150 million.
8 matches played. They've won just 1. More points for Monyano, Andy. And your points are how much stay in the league. They have scored 6 goals. Oma conceded 21. Oma goal difference minus 15. For a team where invested 150 million pounds in one single transfer season there, one single transfer window there, they should do more than what they are doing now. Now you own Nadia. Sometimes Andy managers. They spend, but the results are not coming. And yes, if you're spending you, they give the money to individuals. Omonim say they know better. Spending alone is not enough, but spending right. That has been the difference between Man City and Manchester United. Spending your money on the right players is very critical. Now, how do you gain promotion into the Premier League for the first time in 23 years? Then you spend 150 million. Pounds and yes cities 150 million pounds out of 22 new players. What do you say a Premier League record? Said just one transfer window. I think say in the past Aston Villa at a total 21. And we have a Aston Villa home at 22. But so about 22. Now any side effect in the and called this kind now to 5 pa and the 150 million pounds spent on 5 quality players will have been a different than 22 motor. 150 million. What I call transfer marketing. You just need bare 5 players per. When a promotion from the championship, already what quality? We need quality. Can't even a promotion from the championship into the Premier League.
Yeah.
It will hear a bit of a compliment. So I'm finding a lesson. The number, in fact, auto 22 new players are. Before Christ Omonjali and as a team na league na half of the season we. And
then Steve Cooper said the players there.
A bit to Fulham for promotion. I've forgotten the year. I think said 3 seasons ago. Omba na nisobiri yenyeska was a Premier League niska wum. Promotion in fact pay your status as a Premier League club no. It might be 100 million pounds. Say all the babo Premier League no. A hono mo ye ball. A hono mo ye ball. Unyanya qualification. Say obo Premier League na bia no. 100 million amount. It is kind of Premier League and they have the money to spend. And that is why sometimes money subromo at me to talk. I think the owner was ill-advised. Next time come pick a lesson from Fulham there. Fulham taught 12 new players in just one transfer window after the game promotion, and the following year they went back to relegation. And from all indications, I'm sure say ombe full and for a full steps no. Or maybe a minimum the BCDA. In the next transfer window, no, they may go and buy 1 or 2 quality players. Bet me change their fortunes. But as it stands now, there's a cause and there is effect. I'm not cause no manam so the effect is only relegation.
Now, so our problem there not just about sacking coach Steve Cooper now. Rafa Benitez Abana, ebe guarantee almost survival in the Premier League.
Now 22 new players. Are they?
And now Leicester bomb 4.
Ghana has seen and Katimi taught 22 new players. Katimi Nku. See, statistics pa na ya te say Ghanaian club. I thought sometimes they beat me to 11, beat me to 12. Even that we complain. Say new football sir. More yes.
Prosper the list.
There's 14 new players. Yes, 14 new players.
Or not the day.
Oh, but some Mediama to be 15 this season.
Mediama to 15.
Yeah, or to pa. And even some artists, no, almost sake old players no. Oma no munya bi money na sake every many.
And Route 22. Route 22.
There be but mu retaining.
Where there 22 assembly here can no.
Yeah, 22 and player recruitment there. Football there won't mean can without player recruitment. How are be recruit to players? A key factor. And many Sir Christian ya join perfectly. Say obam na wo sa epamo players no kofa 22 bar. Dabe no mo be jelly. Dabe no mo be play coach in the craft philosophy ase. And what kind of players and type of players na do mo ba? Players o mo league nim dada. A mo experience o league nim. And I say these are players ene wakofi from a free baby obi okron tested premiership ni bida. And our neighbor and 22. How do they gel? How do they understand each other? That cohesion and understanding now omo benya no e wo team nim no e take time ansa na aba. And sometimes untimi fa subo ni nyina nkobo coach no no bisa say once na me 22
ntine yasake recruitment team ni nyina
exactly
yeah recruitment team ni nyina
exactly and because football there untimi nya without recruitment what you say and near coach Prosper Nete asem coach Prosper Nete ogum de no na wasi players ni bi ko. That's the reason why on also the list the say players bear 10 every mudia on also year 14. Because at the end of the season, no, when we players be also or domoba. Or we are 4 kona. Now we just time and the corner of the 10 be shema 14 and tie players na no de omoba no. Na players o mo league ni ma ono na bo eti o ma hwe wo mo. A more qualities. More qualities no. Enu mo ko ne similar. Ofri say Imoro Ibrahim ko no the Samates captain no edukwa eba beshema obenya another quality edenaba say Dominic Nsobila mo ba say Razak Kasim ba e wo holding midfield wa Mudasiru vacuum na waja no team nim no on be Feliama no say wo Tom Bella now ko for Maxwell Abekwe from Great Olympics edeneba equally what's a striker or yeah that potent to bet him amount goals a season. It is sometimes Ghana had any player recruitment team, but coaches know a head.
Okay.
Sometimes yeah no money. Some eto da ya na yesen nam dodo sen kwan. So our term Nottingham Forest then say and I'm doing I say almost they almost struggle in the Premiership. If we say it's on the right direction, so that recruitment team, they are the cause of their problem.
Okay, I Pure 95.7 FM, Pure Afternoon Sports. And you good idea, but once again, money my dark home monitor show, Samson and Nanyame, UK Unsuti show. Now you're quite to focus on Kwame Parado and a Casa Edema House team. Now Kwame Parado at Chechimo has a more itinerary for Bamako trip.
The match, you know, I remember that is on the and you remember about our match, you know, Bamako. Then for Atinasi, I didn't share say, and to answer and could do better as the real more yet. And Yamiando, and I could keep more Bamako. Now, the match, the Shasui, Saturday, Sunday, and the BPM back. Accra, Hania continue to prepare for the return leg and also the Basel over the weekend. You know, we know that all eyes will be watching in the years of preparation. You go so Vivia Kosuye, if Tama Yaboy last match, that is against Kumasa Santiago Koto. If you will be doing that preparation, a shot here for this particular assignment. Unfortunately, league, and a part of your preparatory grounds for this assignment, and muscle. Then say quickly the technical team, now or more redesigning or more program. About friendly match back up. Women day training. Yamia Duma, and then so we have sample back against to the mighty Jacks.
I parade near Tenecano. Paris has team no Ewo GD, Ewo coach David Dixon Oklumu said ne on your interim. Ono and the house Eco Pim Elbama Kuno say has team no Ewo GD coach him.
Well, over here, our players announced our team is not new to Mr. Oklu, but Obizubeka say, if I say, coach team he's coming in as a new guy. Yes, but his understanding of the game, his level of understanding of the game, his level of appreciation of what these players will be able to do. We appreciate that. With full support from every single angle, they are going to work and bring out some success.
Ayo parado ena ya tenen kanona osemwa mo criticize has in penny for say and almost saki no more point almost saki no more point no and also odekakramam
arguing in that particular lie to have understood and answer to understand the angle that we are coming from. Every time they are all person criticize you, I've always said that the best just on the face value. People making this ideology and letting it seem say before I take the session and coach, In this case, before that's all question and you say Mr. Oklu no assistant coach. No, it doesn't work that way. You must do a lot of consultation based on technical issues. Because when you're sorry to say PR issues are over say you are going to look at the PR issues and then going to a point that no, these are technical areas. So you need people that understand that game in that aspect to be able to advise. So when people are arguing, wisdom, any will be taking action in a particular line. Understand that individual before you go out using all manner of negative words, because football how can you tell me say you don't want the good for the team? It doesn't happen anywhere. That appointment again, it just didn't come in a fact. Everybody that will take over as the head coach, they understand that this is the line that we intend to go, or this is the line that we are going, and they know that this is our principle, and they fall in line with it.
Parado and Karimana Babedu Elso Akasari Afa, the Black Stars of Ghana and the World Cup Corona on quality ones and some no Yente Ajimabedu on Black Stars team no.
Nemetima can say World Cup no a highest stage in world football. And my stage in Covid and I know the kind of games here quality, top quality and kwa eneba. Yabema World Cup with this year why the high and yema say leagues no air coso. Until on the league na the tournament. That means say players now on the banding now be on the top form of Nigeria and on Modeba. Until a league already second substitute FIFA assistant from 3 to 5. Until Abema Obia with the quality be on the bench air rich. And also can one the last one say wow bench here rich no I likely say one of World Cup nti emu be dey am nti you need quality on the field and quality at the bench nti me dey be empire me born say you place no more Europe a omo be ko no omo nya playing time because untimi fan World Cup no say o dey cover for how over 2 matches but now ko you pay you are coming home nti the most important is say you play so the bomb empire so menya playing time I am there to say the life of Kudus from now mo dey ba no ya bomb empire say play onya that kind of quality no that kind of playing time or club now the buy almost now form no was so now your bench almost naturalize no ebema e bench na e rich until World Cup. I think we are going with a lot of quality ebeboa ye pa me pese ye build the team. We need to build a formidable squad here obi abesrai ye pese ye free group stage se koye no but even say ye ntimi kora na we need to build a team 2024 African Cup ye bitim yaji
eno Ajimabedu no sansuri tuja o se ade ba ko Ghana e higher pa a lack of transition. A transition na ya na nye
Yeah, but also football. I mean, I foresee a bit of transition to the national team. No, na Eddie Kakra. Near Eboy TMG and say, what's a menobe? I say, your coach last started Eddie under 17 for Ransford or saying, no, Echo under 17 World Cup. Oba, no, or promote 5 or 6 Ebai. And on the farm, me, Inkum, and read there you would David Edinum as I become. And look at the transition. Oh, you under 17 for the 6 or 7. Not on by. Yeah, Koji and the 20 World Cup by Omuni and most 7. Eddie call, no, only call Black Meteors and the 23 first. And first edition of Channel, I'm for me, and I'm decide the movie as I call. And Sana Yenya Konya at the call, Blasters, yeah, Nady Asian name, Sulin Merchant Kakakra, and I'm the Copa Africa Cup 2010. So you see the transition, no, I would team no. If you want transition, even under 17, your tournament, Naya, dear Krana, at least in your players bear 5 or 6 you beat me at your mobile under 20, and then the 20 your tournament near Yadia, then your 6 you high, you don't become the 20 because 1 year no sir, now you overhaul it. You be now so Osankofa, the Pafo Fraba, no more tournament, no more Yadia, now so you overhaul it, now say the Fofroba, there be no national team, Unyasa, consistency, no, and I think say, and no, and also answer that MY.
Ghana transition on Shadan Koyesa and no Ayajmabedu Eddie and Christian. Maminti Ajmabedu and your parado in some of the Abbey.
Well, has the Metima can is they can't feel us. Has in me feel your mining. You need almost ye papa. Especially after sad disappointment from Asante Kotoko. Now the next biggest club. Ghana has the Kotoko has. Yeah. Teams me no. Unse country be at least obenya team you be. I'm going to be 2 of them say and so ye. Aha, who Spain Basani Madrid ye. Nancy now Premier League no. A man for Birrim. Nenke why Manchester near Arsenal na Liverpool. Yes, and on the Jomonia. 18 or maybe I will bet at least 2 teams beer. What they call Bontier and I decide Uko 2 some insumidi. Ghana has a ye air Santo Kotoko and the team FN has a fool. Nadia Kotokoye against FC Kadiogo no. House of Folk should not be repeating that there be. So by second time there, then people will begin to question the kind of football any league you able to chroma say your champion Eco Africa no. Ya man opposition be as a Kadiogo one team overcome Kadiogo. Then your FA Cup winner. In fact the FA Cup winner no the previous winners of the league. Yeah. And so Asia AFC Bamakwa on also want to overcome Omodia. Then maybe football na no kuma say no, we need to pinch ourselves and ask ourselves say what kind of football are we doing? You know, a fan of Ghana football. Now you wish Ghana football be to progress here. Let's unite as a nation and make sure say House of Folk should progress. Anya Shekrano at the first stage there. So country be a na the first stage of the competition. You film first stage. Senka Kotoko to me qualify to the next stage and all free Mukrana. Kebagas are lit. Say prelims in the year. It me qualify. House of Folk this stage because more prelims. Yeah. The House of Folk first game of Oboni. So House of Folk luckier. Also, we are unqualified to the money zone. Those teams never drop it from the Champions League, you know. Baby, shall won't qualify from this stage, you know. Yeah. So the first primary concern, me na bumpire say, House of Folks should clear this hurdle. So House free, na Santico to consume free mudia. Then Ubia, in fact, Nancy Kotoko Tanzania, in fact, Kotoko a pre-season Tanzania, Sudan. There was a Sudanese journalist. Our 20 years, sure say Sadiq Adams Itia Obekai. Ebisa said, do we organize league in Ghana? A Sudanese journalist. Sure the level of Asante Kotoko na no bona.
I know the champion.
Ne omoji woto 5-4. Yebekaya. Omsi a pre-season tenka enuntum. Yekaya tum. The results any Kadiogo dieno. And a Sudanese journalist. Can you imagine? A question is that if we actually organize league or Ghana say because you who any dear.
And Joe Yoboli.
Then Chiro Yoboli because I had a champion. Now has to folk at the Kotwaso dia. Then we have to begin to raise question about the nature of the league. Now you learn from your mistakes. Adia told in the past. Uye sebi bajimba. Eni kwaso bana side a 2 bim. Adia ba ko has to folk last year pa Africa no was bad travel arrangement. The way they travel, especially I think some first game no. Leader of delegation, I think say Dr. Randiabi. Dr. Randiabi ekoduro maimu onum jahatu fo before say has na ebobo game no eba. Echino oyesa poor travel arrangement no. Na players no koduru no omo tired. We there obeji woto. It's the 2 hours for last season no, and yet just on the pitch, and yet just technical. Management should also take blame because our arrangement now, my team in the most teams go through our arrangement now, and they will not survive. It's the 2 hours last year. Me sure say going forward, they've learned lessons from it. Say obetinya flight team do direct. Now be 2 days ahead of time. What could do? When you be 2 days acclimatization, one resting, when you be okay. Then board out to say players or the right frame of air condition to be able to compete. For team corner a day before as a game not starting, they will not succeed. And the has to folk they cannot fail us. And some petty mistakes in they should try to avoid them. On the national team be your transition. That is why FIFA did underage football buying. Under 17, under 20, 23, then you progress to the main national team. We do 23 and 23 we a national team player already. Because I say we they are national teams no. Omo body na 22, 21, 23. Ka crave na go main national team wa ya no me too old. 18 in the past, 23 for na almost a kind of Olympic Games teams, Olympic teams, they are the same team playing for their national team. Baby, we are transition. No, I never very careful. We team Libeguno under 21. No, I want to the amazing puzzle from under 17 a developing stages. But under 20, no, would have a national team be in the past, or yeah, dear in major tournament biano, yeah, go and check the under 20 record. So under 20, yeah, dear pa, it translates into an under 20 and 23, basically to your national team. 18 baby a Ghana ye break it transition pa, and yet just under 17, and under 23. Some amazing puzzle na 20 na. I question after players no, learning on the job. Untimi find 17 players were matured enough, no matter how talented he is. In fact, over under 17, sometimes most even players now, most talented under 17, do not grow up to their level. Michael Leslie, under 17, Ben still appear Bukubi.
2001.
He was not even their best player.
I don't know. Okay, Stephen Appiah. No, that was 95 then.
But no one of their best players.
Michael Leslie,
Many as Appiah then. Appiah was not even one of them. I think he was not even starting games.
Yeah.
Appiah no a bench woman.
No Bahas.
But we mu team ni na de o team rise ye pa no. Stephen Appiah. Enti under 17 there. Yeah, now we assessment now. No, I a bit careful. Baby, a bit my proper assessment. We say plan. We bit my progress to the level we be expecting. Time we under 17. I be do under 20. And time of Blasters, our best World Cup. 2010. Me boy. 2006 was our first World Cup. Yeah, dear. But the 2010 World Cup now, we were just one kick away. Naka Ghana as a team record in Africa. To become the first African country and cable semi-final, not just one penalty kick away. So as a modern, it is our border to net one. Now the last week of the game, then came to semi-final. No African team and about semi-final crowd at the World Cup that. Because the previous year, no, not our under 20, now the World Cup transition. The transition only are very careful, baby. You go. Affecting your national team pano under 20 no, and that is why we are missing it.
Bob Bremen.
Yeah, Andy. Now Opariado you worried about criticism seba. Ninsem na all cano. Who say oh you worried? But me free say why should he be worried? How to folk fans no Andy Oman coaches from Medendom. Jones Atukofio, Herbert Ado. Top coaches. Anaba has Ababe Kochi and no more victory, no more Nkrua caps, glorious across of folk near Kano. But before Samuel Boadubano, for 11 good years, no more change coaches about 11 coaches now has 8 million Krua and to pay supporters na omo ewra wo no mu dia bobo a na House of Folk. Fi say in recent years the new say House of Folk aye in 2000 OG Champions League, in 2004-5 season OG Confederations Cup from Kumasi Krobia Asante Kotoko OG League at the point House G League ne to also basic times. Into when we are talking of 2000 Ebana and Kwana na sorry those years no omo nyina no dodo na enim House of Folk and they enjoyed House of Folk victory glory days of House of Folk bedu baby near time omo as an Ichabod club na glory days na pass omo until Samuel Bodu ebem and Andy Samuel Bodu be mu no eno beji league dem a omo eno beji FA Cup last season enyema nko yi amfa ma no but wanya hwe kura no oje FA Cup momo this season was starting league wakodoma wako lusu wababe bo great Olympics about draw and Olympics games against House of Folk in recent years also Olympics for has been superior and ye can't come and derby now they have the bragging right but this season about draw waba Kotoko last season obelusu Kotoko Kumasi that Fabio Gama penalty but oboye from goal down wababe teka. So definitely obe expecting the supporters ni be say Samuel Bodu na mo hu nkruwa and definitely omo be criticize mentiasie dientia ehano it's part of the game. It's one of those things enti enye adebia e wo say yanwa wo ye dan Samuel Bodu nso on a fan base eni David Okulu Dixon onu na dey has team ne ko Bamako. We are not saying say Abia David Okulu entimi nko wene. No, we are not saying that. David Okulu wa Ghana League nim no wabakotoko. Wako Liberty Professionals. Wow Stars. Ene Legon Cities. He has been there before. Oko Niger. Sahel Sporting Club. Wako Chiwa Maranata. Ewo Togo. So at least our some vast experience e wo game nim but Ghana hano has fans because omo coaches and David Okulu en shedanye bibia has fans ne beka se chinchina en kofa ne mla entene utie di na eba na omo si Anowoka because they've seen Anowoka e wo Great Olympics as the head coach omo si Prosperity Ogum because omo Prosperity Oguma or they Kotoko League last season. This is the level of House of Folk. 18 man for Kase, wrong timing to sack Coach Samuel Bodu. They have their own issues, the internal issues, politically, sporting reasons. The reason why Omusaki Coach Bodu and is good. Ewo own reasons, no, and Yama Omo, 18 Omusake no. But se wo saki Coach Samuel Bodu a na nka woni coach bi adim komo asie eno na ye ka eno na ye football enti no na se Christian ka se abra Chelsea some SK anaso mo pamo Thomas Tuchel no anche na o ma announce new coach check it around Europe team bi pamo coach yen ka se do bi ba be interim for so many weeks months ono na e ba be take month na kwa akobo no Vias boss free one. Emma di Matthew Bayern or the season ni kwa we are just hoping say has beko Saturday na game neighbor so. Yeah, so mu benya good results. BYT ni he's a historian and on him House against Bamako on 2 occasions 1990 ni nyina ko ye di ma House historical antecedent abakok sem no ekoye di ma House court stade Marien or bo against Mali clubs na and yema koye di mo so omo tutu niema ye no mu nya win en famre Ghana eno ne ye hwe.
Okay, Brighter what tell Abramo na
me worried say House of Folk eboboku a the last time I has epiemu in such a competition to say interclub competition has ebo group stage
and only me worry say ache ye pa. So this is opportunity for Accra so folk. Unza ya preko being a former player for Phobia no. This time around who Pisa has ebe peja ne mode mono so. Now what tried the last time you who last time House of Folk etimi one opposition Ephraim in the shape of a Guinean opposition amuno ni shaye ana emo from pom wom and omoko amanimo and any man ko ya omo drop it to a CAF Confederations Cup and Confederations Cup has and man qualify the last time I use has a competition in Africa group stage far back in 2006 na who kotakwache in 2008 say almost so quiet and a recent year 2019 ye hu kotakwaso obo group stage but as of folk dia ne de ateki long ache so this time no bia nim say ka Africa has na age dodo has na akọ group stage dodo in African history 1998 99 2000 2006 4 occasions and has abo interclass competition group stage ni nyina so kwa na Champions League plus Confederations Cup in 2004-5 making it a year 5 so it means that a ban of Ghana how do only Africa bo so our body akọ group stage sensor omode buy in 97 Ashanti Gold edikai ewura mu na glorious Accra so folk but since 2006 no has intimate progressive to group stage da so a opportunity for Phobia say coach ni wo now David Okulaba mpanyufo per do pariado kan no chese omunim de obetimi aye and omunim no ebia wo na won chan wonim say omunim na even coach ni so nim players no omunim omo and oba training since all started aduma no enema asase ekoye kire say enema be koye ye hope say on Thursday has he move akoba Bamako no omo de a good results ebeba Saturday enumre abra game no beba so on Saturday enti obi ampa ebo ne say enema be koye dia ma Accra so folk but baby a ede kotokoko nchen no said na scenario no tie no saa na ebia house ko nchen a ye de be hye no ye ba attribute to the second of coach no per the time any de na do manim no emwa competition na house e ko no because David Okulu even not a head coach will act as a stopgap actually say ye de main coach no and as substantive coach no ebeba and looking at timing no or just 2 weeks to prepare because say last a year na announce no nyame nya
na last one say say question anwumre
question less than 1 week 1 week
no obo game ni so memenda
so obenye sunsuan so yie pa and we house of folk team we na kuto na we signing so mo ye anka betima aboa pa say nka coach na ngasa na oye ni signings na because say wo mu alasa abobidai Kaleba Mankwa okwa aduana start the first season they played in Africa even in the group stage ama omone asek mu nyina abobo ma asek mu kra ama tudo mu be hihye mu e wodoma konadu yadom wa rise to the occasion say wanya experience from national team your local blasters
Black Galaxy
every ban ya gada momentum and every ban ya who say he's the best player now in the league domestically player bia no every ban ya gi ne hudi say onimbo oboche no and obaji ne wadi so onimbo oboche every ban ya because every ban ya need the only local player or national team the Black Stars kwala pu bia ba possibility say be free ban ya sesia for the World Cup ya arising more than 80% sesia am no ka say so I tell say anka has wo team this time the expectation be kwosoro but has of folk team we a team omokwa without a head coach enti asem kese pa but Ajimambadu kasa fa transition no yaka no habre and 17 year omukọ first one you onije ayi amu free mu no ansana pa kwasi Fabian say before mu sa team no kura say mi we player ba kura minya pa kwasi Fabian so be fa 70 this year no afeni ma say 1 or 2 players be ewo Legon cities diaka no ehfa no mo ye he o makosi say ana 20 no manya no ntiase afra na 23 o ma start ko camp ana 24 no mde akwaje tournament do do say na was 23 nim ase yes set team abribia wa ana 20 omoko akọ perform
ye hope say amobekwa na 23 no na a different team and na ekwa akobo enansan kra no so ahwe a under 17 first ya na neje from 91 no 91 93 95 97 99 na utumu say ye kwa semi-finals finals so kan 99 shmelado mu de no ekwa gi goalkeeper ne Benadon temu o de say team no Dombote played the first World Cup ayeko qualification Charles Taylor mo ebo na 20 ni ade no omo nyina ka ho bi goalkeeper James Nano goalkeeper no house of Samia Jemu omo nyina no mo youth team players no maboa nti omo hia bi omo ni mo obusa Charles Taylor ka oh we na me na bo me na di ka bo na 20 ta we so me ni sia na 17 omo na omba be hia ene obenwase akofre we ni akofre we players ne beba no enam say omo paint no na ye den panti ansa na tournament no omo gada momentum no ni efirim enti abebo first match second match enkoye third game na bekoye no ya we ne kra na ye be fie so stadia from under 17 and under 20 no what area between two national teams here amakan omo performance of various tournaments na den pa and under 24 na ye kwaje World Cup ni 2009 no wo hwa ya omo ba ni amoma transfer ya the same team no emu be 7 Eken bono so ansamo ne Charles Taylor mo eko Ivory Coast the maiden edition of the CHAN tournament Ghana ko finals against DR Congo omunye ya ne sade bi ka ho ko World Cup in 2010 and that team no yehu mode mo ko boy Adjuma Badu amokra no obo almost 5 AFCONs because 2010 Angola any World Cup no 2012 once about 2012 yes about 13 and about 2015 Debi anasa players no omo na ebo liadimo no omo wom Jerry Akamen komo John Boy mo no omo nyina no from under 17 na omo so abobo bi pe no enyina so wom ti Andy asam a catch crowd na no atum but yenya hu ha wa ACL ko omo hwe no omo nhwe sa de ni ye because we have Brazil oh why I say player now under 17 or the Brazil ba bia o share goals say no ano na ne odina national team obo we Germany we Italy England the same pattern and my pattern we current blasters and yet the demo and so be who am boy youth national teams in bi Elisha Usumi nimno now nim nandi what the place na say from no unshada hu obia wanya saa de ye kan no steps no from youth side under 17 20 23 no aba adding into na at least 60% and 50% be our national team biano also yenya players are 50% omo bo youth side and omo aba ka omo a ebia bibi nti no omo so akoshine and ebia omo so gidi ne ye do mba be ka team no andi
okay mama cause NLS 590 mo bare gu so e koso nti we de e da won say mo de Sunday asedalu to enso de aba star 959 hash star 959